Hello everyone, today in this video we'll be solving the question spiral matrix. Okay, so it is the question which is under topic arrays. Okay, so in this question basically we'll be given with an array like this. This is our 2D array which is m cross n, m rows and n columns, and what we are supposed to do is we have to return the elements in the spiral order. Okay, what do I mean by spiral order? Start from 0 0. Okay, and move on till like this, then move like this, then move like this, then like this and like this, and then what are the elements you encountered, return that elements. Okay, so basically we have to do that. So how will be given the array is that it is a 2D array, right? So in each element of the array is nothing but array. So array has 3 elements, which is array itself, and the elements will be given 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, like in this form. So how are we going to approach this question and solve this, that we'll be discussing now. Okay, so let's see what we have to do. Okay, so this is the code part. Let's see what is the overall structure of the code part. So it's starting from here. Okay, and we are initialize one thing here, then if condition is checked, we have initialized 4 things here, and after that there is a while condition. That's all. Okay, so in while condition we'll do 4 operations, which is right, down, left and up. Okay, we'll keep on doing until we reach the end. Okay, means all the elements are accessed, till that we will be doing. Okay, so what is the overall structure? First we'll start from here, and then we'll be initializing the result array here, and after that we'll be having a check of if the matrix length is 0, so we'll be returning result, and then we'll have 4 things initialized here. I'll be telling what are these things used for. These are just the limit setters. Okay, so let's discuss about that, and after that the while loop is there for 4 operations: traverse right, traverse down, then after traversing down we'll be traversing left, and after that finally we'll be traversing up. So let's see how does this code work. For that, let's make the sample array here. Okay, 2D matrix. So in 2D matrix, what we have, the rows and the columns are here. So let's set the rows and the columns 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, now the indices values are 0 1 2 0 1 and 2. Okay, if we see the code part here, we'll start from here, and here we have row begin, row end, column begin, column end. Okay, 4 things are there: row begin, row end, column begin, column end. And what are the values associated with that? 0 and matrix dot length -1. What is matrix dot length? That means how many rows are there. Okay, this is the matrix array. Matrix dot length means how many rows are there. So its length will be 3. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. So row end will be 2. Okay, so this is where row end will be pointing, this is where row begin will be pointing. Coming to column begin and column end, is the same thing here. Column begin is 0, column end is matrix of 0 dot length. Matrix of 0 dot length means the first array here, its length. Okay, so first array's length is 3, and the minus 1 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay, so 2 is the column end. So where will columns begin will be pointing? This is column begin and this is column end. Okay, so these are the 4 things: column begin, column end, row begin, row end. Okay, now let's see the code part, what's happening. In code part, while row begin is less than or equal to row end and column begin is less than or equal to column end, so until the column begin does not cross this one and row begin does not cross this one, that time will till that time we'll be running the while loop. Okay, we are doing 4 operations here: traverse right, one for loop here, and then traverse down, one for loop here, and traverse left, one for loop, and traverse up, one for loop. Okay, so these are the 4 things which will be performing, and that's all the code is about. Okay, so let's discuss what's happening in traverse right. In traverse right, j is equal to column begin, j is less than or equal to column end. From column begin to column end, what does that mean? Column begin is this value, column end is this value. From this value j is traversing, and each time what we are doing, each time we are inserting the value. Okay, add matrix of row begin comma j. What is row begin? Row begin means which row we are traversing. We are starting from here, ending till here, and the value of 0 comma j value, then 0 comma 1 value, 0 comma 2 value, means this constant in this location, this location, this location. These 3 values are added in the spiral matrix result. So let's add that. Firstly we will get 1, then we will get 2, then we will get 3. Okay, after that has been done, means this row is traversed. We need not have row begin for this one, because row will be beginning from this one. We need not traverse this again. So at that time what we will do, after the first for loop, we will be doing row begin plus plus. So what does that will do is, it will set the row begin value to the next location. Okay, because we need not use this row anymore. Then what we'll be doing, then after this loop gets over, traverse right is over, then we'll be doing traverse down, because after right we are going down, right? So in here also we'll be doing the same thing. J is equal to row begin, j is less than row end, and j plus plus. Result dot add whatever elements we encounter, j comma column end. Column end is this value, we are present here. Okay, row begin comma column end, we are at this location and we are traversing down, which means j value is incremented. Okay, j means we are doing j comma column end. Okay, j will be first row begin, so it will be 1 comma column end is 2, then it will become 2 2, so that this and this element will be accessed and that will be stored in the result array. So let's store 6 and 9 here, so it will store 6 and 9, and after that gets over, we have been done with this row, this column, right? So what we have to do is column minus minus, column end minus minus, so column end will become this one. Okay, that's what we are doing after the second for loop, column end minus minus. Okay, then we are checking if row begin is less than or equal to row end or not. Okay, so that's the first check which is necessary to be made, because if this becomes equal to this, then it's no use, not equal, but if row begin comes here and row end comes here, at that time we cannot do, because that is already traversed, right? So that's that check we will be making, and after that if it's true, means if it's less, then we'll be traversing left. Okay, how we'll traverse left is, we'll start from column end and go till column begin and add the elements which we traverse through. So you can check it's row end comma j, each time we'll be traversing, so j value will be changing from here, we'll be starting from here, column end, which means this element, and we'll go till this element in the row end value. Okay, means row end value, and j will be this one first, and then it will become 0, because j minus minus, we are traversing left, right? So these two elements will be added, 7 and 8. Okay, after that 7 and 8 are added, and after that what we'll be doing, after 7 and 8 are added, we are doing row end minus minus. Why we are doing row end minus minus? Because this row is accessed, we need not access this row anymore. So what we will do, we'll do row end minus minus here. So row end and row beginning both are pointing to the same location. Now the fourth operation, which is a row means traverse up, at that time what we will do, we'll check column begin is less than or equal to column end or not. Since we are traveling up, at that time if this has come here and this has come here, means both the rows are accessed in the upward direction, so we need not access. But firstly we'll check if this is not accessed as of now, because this came from here to here and this is not yet accessed, means we have to include these elements as well. Okay, so we'll start from here, j is equal to column end, j is equal to row end, and it will go till row begin and it will add j comma column begin. Okay, so what it will do is, it will start from row end, which means this location, because this is already accessed, and we'll start from here and we'll go till row begin, which means only one element will be accessed in this case, and we'll stay here, and after that it will be over, means 4 will be added to the list. Okay, so 4 will be added to the list, and after that it gets over, we have done with this one. Then what we will be doing after the fourth iteration, means this gets over. Okay, means the loop gets over, while loop gets over, and column begin plus plus. Column begin plus plus means this column is already accessed, right? All the elements present here are accessed or not, it's accessed, so we have to do column begin plus plus. When we do column begin plus plus, at that time column begin will come in this position. Okay, now only one element is left to be accessed, this accessed, here also it's accessed, here also it's accessed, only this is remaining. So for that what we will do is, again we'll come back here, means since while loop is over, we'll again check if these two conditions are true in the while loop, row begin is less than row end and column begin is less than column end, it's true. Okay, so since it's equal also, it's true. Okay, because both are equal in this case, as of now, right? So that will be considering. Then we'll be starting traverse right, so j will become column begin, it will go till column end, and we'll be adding the element which is present at the location. Okay, so basically it will just access this element and add to the list, which is 5, so 5 will be added here. And after that what happens, after that the for loop gets over in the first iteration here. After that row begin plus plus, when row begin plus plus will happen, row begin will come here. Okay, means it has crossed row end. Okay, so in that case this condition will not work. Okay, and then we'll see, then we'll come to the next one. After this one is this one, row begin till row end. This condition will be checked. This is also not true, this will not run. And then finally this condition will be checked, column begin is equal to column end. This will also not work. This will work, but this will not work because row end is not equal, not less than row begin. Okay, so this will also not work. So what will happen, column begin plus plus will happen, and when column begin plus plus will happen, at that time column begin will also cross column end. So column begin will come here, and what will happen then, it will again check the while condition, which is it should be less, means this should be less or equal to this, this should be less or equal to this, both will fail. So what will happen, while loop will end, and till that point we'll have the answer in the result array which will be returning. Okay, so basically to quickly wrap up, what we are doing here is we'll be given the matrix here, and then initialize four things. First test, if it's 0 then return it, else what you do, initialize one list here to store the result, initialize four things, row begin row end, column begin column end. Okay, this from if this is the matrix here, this is row begin row end, this is column begin column end. Initialize four things, and after that check the condition, row begin is less than or equal to row end, and column begin is less than or equal to column end. If it's true, do four things, traverse right, traverse down, traverse left, traverse up. In each case do the for loops which will do the following operation. If one row is over, then do row begin plus plus. If this column is over, do column end minus minus, and if this row is over, do row end minus minus. If this row is over, do column begin plus plus. Like that, keep on doing until you reach the middle element, and after that's over, these two conditions will fail, which is RB is less than RE and CB is less than CE. So it will end the while loop, and you will return the result. Okay. So if you have got any doubt at any point of time, you can always replay and watch the explanation again. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.